Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Yes, I am back. Um, Welcome to Laura A Music Corner. And boy, did I miss hanging out with you guys. I really did. I was like really sad the whole month of December, just sad. And, unfortunately, like a lot of times I have mentioned in the past, I do this on a part-time basis. Like, on the days that I'm not working, I will put together some music reactions. And so, I try to record as many videos as I could. And yeah, unfortunately, when my schedule got changed for longer shifts, more hours, I was just like, I'm not going to be able to do this. So it kind of sucked for me. It sucked for me. And so yeah, so I really, really miss you hanging out with you guys. And I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to a lot of the comments. I definitely will get into it um, and catch up with you guys. But yes, that's me responding. So I will be doing a new music reaction here, first time. And before I even get to this, I just wanted to put this out there for you guys. I'm just going to try this a little bit of an experiment. I'm planning to add more reactions on the channel. I I relaxed my schedule, for this month in January because I'm planning to add more content into the channel, and it'll be up to you guys if you want to see more content here. Um, I know I did not get fired. I'm still working. But, I just want to really dedicate myself more into the channel and just really enjoy hanging out with you guys. This is more my safe haven, just relaxing, listening to fun music, chatting with you guys, and just, let my hair down. So I just figured, you know what? I'm gonna try it and see how it works. If you guys want to see more content, just drop a comment and let me know in this video or any video. So yeah, that's the plan for January. So let's see if it works. So anyway, so now I'm gonna do is do a first time reaction now. Just because I wasn't on YouTube doesn't mean I'm not paying attention what's going on. I did see a couple of days before Christmas that Epica dropped a Christmas present for all of us. And they dropped off a new video. It's called Menace of Vanity from the live symphonicsynergy. So when I saw the clip and they talked about it, oh yeah, here's a new video, I was just like, oh my God. And so I was just so upset because I was like, I can't do nothing. I'm stuck at work. But you know what? Better late than ever. So I am very happy to do this reaction now. First time reaction. I haven't heard the song. I haven't seen the video. So let's do this. So everybody sit back, relax, and let's enjoy some Epica, Menace of Vanity at the live symphonic synergy.
Show
That is really awesome. I was not expecting this because honestly, I never seen, and as long as that you guys have been introducing me and checking out the different videos that I have done so far from the start of this channel, just to see Simone being the supporting backup singer, it's just like I was not expecting that, and being letting Mark take the lead on the music. It's just such a different switch. And I quite enjoyed it because of the fact that, I mean, yes, she's still singing. Yes, she is very, like, I think I hear her more. Um, she really knows how to bring out the operatic voice into the music. And but it's just really nice that she still wants to be part of it, the experience with you guys, because of the fact that when a person like her is always singing all the time in front and center and always on the spotlight, sometimes you see singers, and I've seen it throughout the years of different vocalists, that they'll just walk away for a while and let the other performers be the center of the attraction. And I don't see that she's doing it purposely, that she still wants to be remaining the center of the attraction. She does it as, listen, I'm still part of the team. I'm still going to be there for my brothers, in the band. So it's really nice to see that she doesn't take that whole diva persona, like, oh, I'm gonna walk away and everybody does their thing. um and I don't consider her a diva, but it's just the fact that sometimes people just don't want to be part of the next music. And it's just to see her doing, just taking the backstage, like, hey, I'm hanging out with the choir, and I'm singing with the choir. It's really, really nice to see. And it's just like really shows that no matter what song is being played, she still is part of the band and not always someone separate, and so it's just really, really cool. And just to see Mark doing the front, I was not expecting that. I just, and I think it was, I heard more instrumental in the music, and I really don't mind that because like I mentioned in past videos, I really like to listen to instrumental music, especially the symphonic ones, and just get a sense of how the music is being put together, and the vocals, and all the interesting little aspects of the music. And I just love to listen to that in my personal time, but just to hear the band and the orchestra being played, and Mark is doing his thing, but you hear it more on the instrument part. And it's just really fantastic how they were able to put this production together, because I still haven't been able to pick out anything that I could say, they could have worked on this better. I still have not picked out anything like that. And just the energy, the vibe of the audience, everybody was just so meshed together. It was a really, really beautiful thing to watch. Now, I'm gonna take the music back to the beginning. I'm going to stop along the way, give you my little points that I quite enjoy from this performance, and then wrap it up. Let's do this. Oh, I just love how Simone's just like, okay, now it's getting too hot. Let's get down to business. Let's do this. And then you just hear the music being played. But I just thought it was a very interesting angle how they caught her doing that.
Are you ready? Show us what you got.
I just love how, and we're trying to find the right words to say. First of all, it sounded so exotic at the beginning, but then when the band and even including Mark with his vocals, when they went into like more of a exotic sound, and then it went into like metal. But I found this beginning piece sounds very heavy, very dark, but not dark in a sense of like, like saying these negative stuff, but it's just the energy of it. And then it felt very, I always describe it like dirty. I don't know why I always have this way of saying it, but it's just sounds dirty, gritty, like almost almost like you're fighting your way out. And that's how it sounds like. It's like the way they put the music, it sounds very dirty, gritty, but then you can hear the violins and the orchestra part. It's just like they knew how to mesh it very well on the sound. And it's almost like that part is staying somewhat lighter, but then everything else sounds heavy, very dark. And I just love the combination of both of it. It's just like I found it really, really fascinating how they were able to switch certain sounds and just make it really I'm not gonna say different, but make it really like really interesting, very, like almost I'm having a hard time finding even the right word for this one. It's been a while, you see. But it's almost sounds like they were creating their own style in this sound, in this production. So it's just like I just found it very interesting how they were able to do that, because it's just like very different from the other songs they have done, and I just found it very fascinating on the start here. You see what I mean? It's like she could have just walked out, hang out in the dressing room, cool down, replenish her voice, but no. She just stuck it out like, hey, I'm not nobody, like she wanted to be part of the team. That's her brothers, in the band. So it's just like it's really nice to see that Simone still maintains as part of the team regardless what song is being played, because of the fact that, just because she's not singing front and center doesn't mean that she's not going to participate into the music, because she is part of the music. And just to see her doing supporting backup vocals in the operatic soprano sound with the rest of the choir, it's just really, really nice to see. And she just, like, you could tell that she she doesn't have a thing about herself that she's more diva than the rest of the band, and it's really lovely that they have that really fun relationship and respect with each other. And I've just really enjoyed just to see her even participate as a backup vocalist. I just love how the sopranos, and I'm listening along with Simone, but the sopranos in that orchestra in the choir, they were fantastic here. Um, like they were really like they kept it tight, and not only that, and I'm gonna tell you as a person that have sang in choirs, in church choirs, and I've done those big size of choirs, that it's really hard to really stretch your voice as high as you can. And I know there's certain sopranos that could do it, without an effort. And then you got people like myself who are like a middle soprano that you have to try to elongate the sound a little higher above than my normal range. And just to hear the ladies singing high and just maintaining it like that energy level high along with the music is really impressive to see, because of the fact that sometimes, when you're singing in those high energy, high soprano, sometimes your voice just like tends to get really tired quickly. But just to hear the energy these women have, you could tell that they practice really hard for this performance with Epica, and that shows the dedication that they have, making sure that everybody has an enjoyable experience watching not just Epica the band, but everyone in its entirety. So just to hear, and I'm listening to how the women are singing, and they're just maintaining the energy high, 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 but not like sometimes you could hear when someone just drops a note here and there, but I'm not picking that up, and I'm just liking how they just maintaining it. And then of course, like I mentioned before with Simone, you know assisting, pretty much assisting them in the same level, is just really really lovely to hear. And just like I said, it's just like they're just putting a wonderful show, everyone having this one fantastic experience, and just hopefully people really feels enlightened, and having an awesome time. I love that sound, that break there, because you hear the drums being played like almost like a double beats, and then like it's almost like the song dropped a little bit, but just adding that tempo in, it just, I love that drop and how it sounded a little bit dark at that moment. But I just love how they were able to just keep that consistency together along with the bass, as well as Isaac, and the drums, as well as Mark. And it's just like the combination of these guys putting that particular piece together, it sounded really fantastic. And then of course Cohen, he's really hamming it up, but he is really enjoying, just enjoying doing what his magic fingers do. But it's just like I love how they were putting that piece together, because I quite enjoy, again, I said I enjoy listening to instrumental music. So just listening to that, it just really had that really good vibe together, and just meshing that piece together really good. And I really enjoyed that. No, that was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I like that last rise, like when the choir went. "Ah." It sounded really like I'm getting chills just even thinking about it. I really enjoyed that piece. But yeah, so like I said, I was not expecting Simone taking the back burner in a sense. Not really, but in a sense. And just listening to, everyone else being front and center. And I think it was really good. I think they did a fantastic job in this production. And I can't wait to do more reactions on the last bits of the symphonic synergy because I think, and I'm going through the sheets of paper that I have written down since last year. I think there was one that I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I'm planning to do the Crimson Bow and Arrow. I never heard that song either, so that's coming out in hopefully soon. And yeah, and quite a few other songs because I know there's quite a few other songs that they had released and I never had a chance to even check it out from their new album. So yeah, more to come, guys. More to come. And I really am happy to be back with you guys. So that is pretty much it. If you guys like this reaction, it's a little bit of a rough start, but getting my training wheels started again. But I am really happy to be with you guys again. And like I said, if you enjoyed this video, you guys know what to do. If you are new to the channel, you're very much welcome to subscribe. I will be doing other reactions and adding more content. So let's see what happens for this month. But I'm gonna try my best to do it because I really think I really enjoy sitting with you guys, and it's been such a blast for me this past year, and I can't wait to do more. So yeah, that is it. I will catch you guys soon here at Laura A Music Corner. Have a good evening, day. I will see you soon. Bye.